Hello, Noofs, and welcome to a TvT from, you guessed it, IEM Katowice 2018. This one features the Ukrainian Terran in the upper right, playing from Team Cascade, fittingly. His name is Kas, and he's playing against the Korean in the bottom left, in the blue trunks, representing Team Generic Green Wings. His name is Cure. Ben, throw down a score prediction for this series.
I have no idea how good these players are.
Yeah,
But I know Cure is from Korea, but we're in Europe. So I'm going to go with 2-1 to Kas.
Okay, fair enough. All I know about Kas is that the story with him in the old days was that he was a ladder hero. And that was all that that's all that anybody would ever say about him when they were casting matches. I also know that his name is great because his team is Cascade.
Yep.
And that's it.
Take a guess as to what his total career earnings are.
Oh, I just looked at it, but I forgot. Is it 71,000?
Yep. Okay.
Okay, I did just look at it, so so that's totally unfair. Give me Cure. Do you have Cure?
I can bring up Cure.
Okay.
I think this does not freeze the video that I've alt-tabbed because I have it in windowed mode.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Okay. Take a guess as to Cure.
Okay. Yikes. So I don't think that Cure has done a whole lot of, or at least he hasn't placed well at big foreign tournaments. And I also don't think he's placed well in GSL historically. So I'm going to say 40,000.
You're a little low. It's about
Okay.
60,000 actually.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm not I'm not unhappy about that guess.
Yeah. Wasn't that
Feel pretty good about it.
At least you didn't guess like 3,000.
Yeah, I know. Or 450,000 or something insane.
Cure MC basically the same person.
Sure. Is MC really only at 450,000?
Is he? I don't think he's at more than that. I thought it was
I
like
guess
400,000 or something.
The
Maybe
prize
even only
pools
300.
the prize pools weren't that big.
Yeah, the
early
prize
on.
pools have gotten a lot bigger lately with all these big $200,000 tournaments.
Yeah. I wonder, I guess, is that just Blizzard putting more money into the game?
Some of it's Blizzard, some of it's China too.
Oh, true.
Because there's the war chests. That was one of them.
Yep.
And then there's China. I think that's the big ones. Because I think Katowice I think was up 200K or something, but that was because of war chests. WESG was because of China.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the other ones. Oh, that one grenade kills them both.
Yep. Hate to see that. It's kind of beautiful though, and romantic in a certain way. They would live and die by the same grenade.
Yeah. It's not even like a scary grenade. It's like basically a forceful puff of air.
I know. Grenade is really a misnomer. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Trade Reapers.
Oh,
That's
okay,
fine.
Yeah. That Reaper really went for a flight.
Yeah, poor guy.
Does it? Okay, it doesn't. I was wondering if it would stay as long as I was looking, but apparently not. It just kind of dissolves. So let's see. This is our favorite matchup, of course.
Yeah, this is the matchup that we know the very most about, for
We
sure.
see cyclones, and cyclones are good against most things. So that's good from Kas that he has a cyclone. But we see Cure is making 2 cyclones. So that will probably put him in the lead because he'll have twice as many cyclones. Oh, but Kas is countering by getting a second cyclone of his own. So maybe the stakes will be even this game.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you see an earlier Stargate from Kas? So I don't know if that indicates anything. Oh, a fast third CC from Cure. That's what that indicates. It's a Reaper wall, right?
Yeah, true. Cas will probably pick up the barracks, replace it with the reactor. Oh, or not. or he won't do that.
So it looks like it's going to be a Marine medevac thing. Maybe it's going to be maybe he's going to drop 8 Marines and then run the 2 Cyclones in the natural. That would seem like a reasonable thing to do, given that he has now 8 Marines and 2 Cyclones.
I agree. It absolutely makes sense. Hey, look, he is doing that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a barracks on this reactor.
Well, then I guess we'll find out, won't we? I think it's going to be the starport.
Okay.
Which is what I was trying to say earlier. He just wanted that first Viking for the Viking. Medevac for the drop. What is he doing? What's with that? What's with that reactor? No, I'm not right. He's starting a. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. He's getting.
Oh, you thought he was going to put the starport on the reactor?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was going to put the factory on the reactor.
No.
Okay. Well, I think he's going to put a barracks there because he needs. Well,
it's been long enough that it's definitely going to be a barracks.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to have 2 medevacs at a time and 1 Marine at a time of production.
No.
Okay,
hey, by the way, Cas has
less
fewer.
cyclones, so he's going to lose. Yeah.
Cyclone v Cyclone is a funny fight because there's nothing you can do except just have fewer Cyclones. You can't out micro, you can't find a better position, so that's annoying. Kas is getting a decent amount of damage in Cure's face.
Oh, but there are Cyclones here.
But there are Cyclones, and they're very good against things. And Cure still has a Cyclone here, and so there's way more SCVs. Yeah, never good when you have to land a Viking to clear out
Cyclones. See, the Viking has these, like, miniguns?
Yes.
Isn't it weird that that does, like, bonus damage to armored or mechanical or something? Like, a bunch of bullets you would think would do better against, like, biological, right?
Yeah, maybe it's because they're anti...
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they have full metal jacket. Is that what that is?
Maybe.
I'm reaching back to my COD days.
Maybe they're EMP rounds.
Yeah, maybe. Just super overpowered.
Yeah, it does 100 damage.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Cure is up 11 workers. It is nice that the matchup neither of us know anything about is a mirror because it means that we can do things like just look at the
Well, it would be weird if we like knew all about TvT and TvP but knew nothing about TvP.
Yeah.
And it's also nice that we can just say that it comes down to more Cyclones.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see there's a Viking in this medevac?
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Amazing.
You don't see that all that often.
No. So Kas is going to realize that he's down a base now. He does have to get damage in.
I wasn't expecting that Viking.
Yeah, that's going to rip through that armor. Yeah, Kas, again, is down a base, and so he really does have to do a lot of damage.
SCVs. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like 3
that
shots
Viking,
SCVs.
Will the Viking get lifted or pick?
Oh, it does, wow.
It does.
Did you know that if you put SCVs in there on auto repair, you can actually repair the Viking inside the medevac?
Brutal. I did not know that.
Not
That's
anymore.
a fun fact. Yeah. Not anymore. So we got 7 SCVs, but he's still down 11 workers in the whole base. So
yeah.
Cure is behind in a lot of ways. I guess he's up upgrades. Has Stim finished for Cure yet?
Let's see. Stim is almost finished for Kas, and for Cure, he's going back, so no.
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Those tanks are not going to be able to shoot very quickly at all.
No.
It'll be totally
useless. He just killed a little bot on the ground.
He did.
I was like, did I not notice some marine out here or something? Nope.
That's just so cruel, though. That guy's just hanging out. Cure just making sure that he is totally right about the fact that Kas has nothing here.
This is what happens when a Hellion starts lifting.
Yeah, exactly. And paying attention, getting more calories than he had before. Kas is going to finally move across the map. This really needs to be a very big deal.
He could go over this way, but really wants to go through these rocks here.
Dustin Browder loves this right now. he's getting... Okay. So, again, this has to be a really big deal. This has to be a really big deal. And... thank you. Oh, is he going to kill the rocks again? Amazing. And Cure has actually a bigger army supply than Kas.
Yeah, and he's just going to
kill already sieged up. He's got so many Cyclones. Okay, that's going to be the game.
Yeah.
There's no way that Kas is going to come back from this. Hate to ruin the excitement of it, but we're really just waiting for him to GG. He could start a Dark Shrine and hope to get lucky with some DTs.
There aren't
for some
any
reason,
turrets
I don't
here.
expect it.
There's one over here.
Well, Ben, you never know. Weirder things have happened.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Kas is still in this game. He still isn't. He's not even starting a third. He has to know that he has to win.
He does have this third CC.
Okay.
But he is down 14 workers and army supply, and that's for bio versus mech, which is really bad.
Yep.
He does have earlier upgrades, but not by much, and that's sort of already expected.
Yep.
And Cure has double armory versus only a single engineering bay, so
he's in a real pickle.
Yes.
And also, okay, he's gonna move across the map, and again, he's gonna have to do a decent amount of damage, adding even more factories now for Cure. He's got some drops ready to go if he needs them. Should probably siege up in a sec. Kas actually didn't clear those rocks, so it'll take him longer to get there. Importantly, he's got the one tank. Yikes! This
barracks is scouting out for drops, I guess.
Yes.
But might not see the units coming in over here. The sneaky army.
I think he will.
With like one tank.
Almost definitely will.
Well, if he goes north of it.
Yeah. Oh, yikes. So, Cure is going to be able to very, very easily defend
this.
This
could
hopefully.
Be annoying. Oh, but he's going to just drop Hellbats on it.
Yep.
Oh, why does Kas lift up?
I guess he was gonna drop right on the workers.
I guess.
Whatever. Here come the Hellbat drops. He's just gonna follow the army
blue
and
flame
just do
Hellbats
it.
just destroy all the
brutal.
Marines. Okay, this should be GG.
Okay, Kas should leave the game, right? He's still in the game? What the heck? I guess he is only down 7 workers.
Okay,
he
had that medevac. He's building Liberators. Those are the other things that are good in this matchup. Liberators, Siege Tanks, and Cyclones. But the issue is the Liberators are only good if you have air control, and with 4 Vikings out from Cure, and I believe 0 Vikings from Kas, ever since he lost that one in a drop. Or I guess it actually survived the drop. I wonder what it died to.
So, Cure is going to take out Kas's attempt to the 4th.
Yes. That did
while Cure builds his own attempt to the 4th that he's going to lift over eventually. He's going to just Hellbat drop on this handful of bio. Alright, this is it. Kas should leave the game now.
Doesn't even siege up.
Cure doesn't even siege up. He's going to take this game.
He does have air control. And there's no anti-air beyond those Vikings that are going to die.
Yeah.
So in theory, these Liberators could clean everything up.
Kas. Please, Kas. Cure is going to move further, and there he goes. GG. Cure takes game number 1. So, as we load on to game number 2, Ben, I'd like to pose a question for you.
Okay.
Over and under for the length of this game. 15 minutes. What do you pick?
Definitely under.
Definitely under?
Yeah.
All right. And why do you say that? Oh, I was hoping that would be a proxy. But apparently not.
I mean, you picked a time that's just longer than the majority of games.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, I guess it could just get into big siege tank fights, but after last game, I would say under. It could be over. It's not, I'm not saying it has to be under, but I think it's a lot more likely.
Yep, I agree. And your prediction going into the series was 2-1 Kas, so
yes. I'd
like to ask how confident you are in that prediction now.
Even more confident now that one of the 3 games has gone according to plan.
You couldn't be more confident. I guess after the first game, if you've picked 2-1 in either player's favor, no matter what happens in game number 1, you'll need games 2 and 3 to go according to plan.
Yep.
Right? So you're going to have your back against the wall no matter what, which is why part of the reason it's a silly thing to choose. I don't know.
So SCV is out on the map. Cure scouting a little earlier. Very important here. Oh, they just go through each other.
Crucial. Cure also ahead on that SCV by a little bit.
Kas just decides not to. He decides the SCV scout is enough information for him. And just runs home. Wouldn't it be funny if that was the meta, that just both people sent to the SCV, they saw each other and then went back home? That would be very prone to abuse, though.
The whole thing was just figuring out when they sent the SCV. Cure should get bounced out here. This is an annoying thing, though. Kas is... Okay, there he goes. Yeah, yeah, seriously. Whatever. Cure has a little bit less gas.
Yeah, there's but he does get his geyser sooner, actually, his second geyser.
Oh, true. So he'll catch up pretty quickly.
Let's see. So there's a factory here from Kas. There's no factory yet from Cure. Yeah, so it looks like, let's see, here's a reactor. So I bet it'll just be the same thing. He doesn't have a second refinery, so he won't be able to reactor out Cyclones. But I guess he could also reactor out Hellions if he wanted.
Yep.
But I think it's more likely that we see... With the 1 Reaper, see the 2 Reapers I think often goes into a Hellion, but with only 1 Reaper, I think he's probably just going to get the Cyclone like last game. That's my high-level TvT analysis.
I agree. By the way, I love Reaper Wars. That one SCV made all the difference.
Yeah, but it delayed the command center.
Oh, true.
So are we going to see the Reapers trade again?
No, no way.
They heal really fast.
They really do. Cure's going to basically have 2 Reapers once he gets to Kas's base, which is going to be annoying because Kas won't have another Reaper.
So Imba.
He's actually
2 Reapers OP.
He's going to delay this even more. That's annoying.
The Cyclone will be half done. Okay, but the Marines are going to come out.
The Marines, yeah.
Here's the factory finally finishing. And Kas gets a fast 3rd base. Did he do that again last game? I think that was Cure that got the faster 3rd base.
It was Cure that did it last game. Yeah. Yep.
So Kas is stealing Cure's build. But Cure has a bunch of money. He probably should be building a command center with all this money, right? Or maybe he's just going to use that money for Cyclones. Here we see the reactored Cyclones, which we also saw last game. And as we know, the person who makes more Cyclones wins the game.
Yes, and Kas is making 0 cyclones,
He
and
does
that's
have
huge.
1 cyclone though.
Oh, true.
So he's
So
currently
right now
in the
he's
lead.
winning,
Yeah.
but soon he'll not be
Yeah.
winning.
Why isn't there a number of cyclones tab?
There is a units tab.
Yeah,
then.
but that has other useless units that don't affect the game. See all these units? It's got 8 units, and only one of them is relevant.
Okay, Cure takes the lead. Importantly.
And
Also, by the way, Cure started at third base again.
Oh, there you go.
So he's going to have a slightly beefier army and a much later third, actually. Kas is grabbing the economic lead this game, which is kind of fun.
So we see
He
again,
won't
we see
separate
these
heat.
Marines without any upgrades and siege tanks. So I wonder what the goal is here. If it's just to play defensive and get some SCVs up with these siege tanks. The siege tanks will be useful against the 4 cyclone push,
Yep.
for sure. And he's getting that 3rd CC really fast, as you mentioned.
Yeah, as long as the siege tank doesn't just die immediately, it's tough to see
And
this
it's
working.
pretty well
but
protected here.
yeah.
Don't that
So
Reaper.
this push probably won't do very much. Cure will probably have to go home. But it's not the end of the world for him. He's got the third finishing up in a second. He's got the eBay going. He's still building cyclones. He's still up cyclones. Pretty commanding lead in cyclones, actually. So I think he's pretty clearly ahead of Kas, even taking that supply lead on the back of the cyclones, which is huge. Ben, as this game goes 5 minutes in, do you feel any less confident about your time prediction?
No,
if it goes another 10
still a lot
minutes-
of time.
Fair enough. We'll see. We'll check
see.
back in at 10 minutes.
Okay.
See how you feel about things.
Well, Cyclone's fighting. Looks like the blue Cyclone is beating the red Cyclone. It's funny to see a Cyclone chase and just shoot 1 missile. It does like 5 damage or something.
Yep.
4 damage.
Oh, huge. Oh, he's just got... Okay. That turn is tough for those cyclones.
Yeah, those treads are not suited for these turning situations.
No. It's not for dirt.
It must be
man.
really hard to parallel park them.
Yeah, I'm sure. I wonder if you have to take up 2 parking spots. And if so,
Probably.
do you have to buy 2 separate tickets?
Or you could just like blast missiles at the guy who's in the other parking spot or anyone who tries to give you a ticket, right?
No, but Ben, that is murder.
But it's a Cyclone. You think Cyclones care?
I think cyclones respect.
Like 90%
the
of Terran
law.
units are like drug addicted felons, you know?
Yeah, that is the whole thing about them. Reapers are felons. They're
Yeah.
sent out to fight.
No, Reapers are like psychotic people. They're all like felons, basically. The Reapers are just the super crazy ones.
Yes, crazy. The Reapers are the mentally ill.
Maybe the
I think.
medevacs are okay.
And isn't the whole thing with Reapers that if they live for 8 years in combat, then they get set free?
Is it?
And none of them ever live for 8 years because they're all used to scout at the beginning of
Yeah.
every matchup.
Man, the longest I've seen any unit last is like 3 hours.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah,
That
but
must be really rough.
In theory, at the end of a game, if they're still alive, they're alive in perpetuity, right?
Are they?
Not like all the units die right at the end of the game,
I
right
don't
when you
know.
hit score
Do
screen.
you see any food around on the map? What do you think they eat?
They never eat anything. They don't eat anything
Yeah,
for the
and
whole
then they die.
gosh darn game.
I mean, you can go a few hours without eating anything, Ezra.
Well, but maybe there's food in the command center, Ben.
Where do you think it gets that
Guys-
food? As 8 years goes on, you think it has 8 years worth of food?
I'd like to highlight one important thing about this game, which is that we're talking about whether or not they can eat on the map because it's a freaking TvT. Cure is going mech. That's important.
Yes. like last
Cass
game.
has bio.
Oh, guess what I learned recently?
What?
Protoss do photosynthesis.
What? No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, they do.
Where did you learn that?
On Reddit.
Oh, interesting.
I forget what the context it came up in, but yeah, they do like photosynthesis basically, and that's why
That's
the
pretty cool.
Spear of Adun has this big glowing star basically inside of it because that's a lot of light for them to eat.
Huh. Is Cure set up on the left side of his third? It doesn't look like this
he
should
will
do
be,
anything.
And
Yeah.
he's got this sensor tower, so he won't get.
So many
caught off
idle
guard.
SCVs, by the way. What is he doing? Cure.
Where?
By the sensor tower.
Oh yeah.
He's also got one up and to the left a little bit, but I think
He's
that's
on
to
his
make
lunch break.
check for an army.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
It's a waste of 5 minerals to use one that has minerals.
Yeah, seriously, hit C and cue that shit back.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
This is a pretty big push here from Cass actually. He's up
Yeah,
20 army
and-
supply right now.
Cure might actually not be able to hold this. Cass has been sitting on 3 bases for so long. He's even got a 4th building, so he doesn't really have to do this, but if it succeeds, he'll just win the game. scan going down. He'll see
Little
exactly what he has
apprehensive
to
push up
contend
here.
with.
Oh, he's going to.
Siege tanks aren't going to be able to hit this for a while. He's going to be able to grab these 2 siege tanks before he gets really hit by anything else. This is actually pretty nice.
Well,
He's
these
wedging
tanks do a
himself
lot
in
of
there.
damage to the bio though, and they're still in range here.
Moved a little bit to the right there,
But
and
he could
doesn't have
attack the third maybe. I don't know.
doesn't have vision.
Like he could
Thing
drop
is,
Marauders on top of these tanks. That would be good.
yeah, it's tough because he doesn't want to pick up and have Cure just move in and kill him.
Yeah, and the Vikings are going to push back his medevac too.
Yeah, the air advantage for Cure should be enough to hold this. Kas is still rallying stuff down though. He's going to pick up these tanks. Oof, that was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What is he looking to do with this pickup? I guess maybe he'll drop straight onto the tanks, but
or just get down the ramp easily.
He's getting rebuffed, but again, he doesn't really have to do critical damage with this. Unlike last game, he's got a 4th base finished and morphing into a planetary fortress, so he can kind of just hold this position for a while, make Cure afraid. Cure is starting a 4th, but it won't be on location. Oh, he is floating one down. Okay.
But the thing that Kas does need to do is he needs to figure out sort of what is he going to do to win the game, because the mech army is going to get really scary, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so he is going to be able to take out this building command center, but he may not realize that there's actually a command center already floating, which can be really good for Cure, because otherwise, okay, he is actually going to see this.
Nice. Well done by Kas.
He might move down and try and just take that command center out, which he probably can. Yeah, there we go. So that command center is going to run away. Okay, and it actually is going to survive. Okay, he stims the Marines. Going to try to catch it, but I don't think he's going to have enough damage to get it before it successfully floats away into this corner of the map.
Yeah, no, that'll get away, I'm pretty sure. Cure has a drop and some, I think, Hellions headed towards Kas's base.
Yeah.
So he's going to go across the map while this kind of mini-contain is happening and do as much damage as possible. There's nothing really here to defend these Hellions.
No,
oh my gosh. Oh, these workers. Oh no! That is terrible. Oh, they're all set up. Just attack back. You're going to get some... Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. This hurts. Wow, just for 4 Hellions. Pretty brutal. 16 workers total. And then this drop in the back with some Hellbats is going to get some more as well.
Yeah. Oh,
this is really, really nice
Kas.
by Cure.
I mean, he still has 60 workers, so it could be worse. His army is forced to run back now. But 22 workers in total going down there. As the bio player, you really want to have that economic lead so that you can keep producing and keep taking trades that maybe are not all that efficient.
Yep.
But with a loss of 22 workers, that's really going to hamper his ability to do that. And meanwhile, Cure is working on taking another base here. Is there a command center? Yes, there it is. Floating over here, so that'll be his 4th base. There's this command center is still just kind of hanging out in the corner here. I guess Kas decided that it might as well just kind of wait there for a while.
Yep.
You know, you could turn it into an orbital or something, but maybe he wants that to eventually be a planetary. And so meanwhile, Kas is pushing out again. These pushes have not been so successful so far, and there are a lot of tanks and Vikings here, so I have a hard time imagining this being successful this time.
Yeah, it's really tough. Kas is going to, as you were saying before, Kas is going to actually have to find a way to win this game for real, because he's going to be rebuffed for a while, and Cure's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Kas is in a kind of a tough spot. This bio is not particularly helpful, because he can't ever actually do any damage with it. This Hellbat drop is going to get held off real hard, by the way.
Let's get some workers still. But only a few.
Yep. Kas has a super active army. That base has not gone down in the bottom left still, which I think is kind of funny. I guess there's no reason to drop it down there if you're not going to put any workers. And Kas would have been able to kill it if it were there right now.
Yeah. Trying another drop here. The army moving in. There are siege tanks in preparation though. Oh, this is going to be...
Oh, he's going to stim in. He's going to take out... These 4 siege tanks are pretty naked. Yeah, Liberator sieging in, but he can almost get under them. I guess he's not going to. He's going to force the lift off from the 3rd, which by itself is a pretty nice boost by Kas. These Liberators can slowly push this army back.
Siege tanks.
Yeah.
That's a little bit unfortunate.
Yep. Meanwhile, there's a... where did those workers die? What the heck? I have no idea. They might have just been killed by tank shots down there, yeah.
But there's a drop coming in here, but there's 5 Vikings, so... Yeah.
Interesting move to devote 5 Vikings to defending that. He's probably moved those somewhere. Oh, he's going to drop them too? What the heck? Okay. All right, Kas.
You forgot to check in, but I've become much less confident about my prediction.
I decided not to because the game was actually happening, but now that we're at a lull, I'd like to just laugh at you. I guess I'm playing the role of the house here. Yeah.
these
He's
units,
gonna
though.
stim in here. He's gonna lose basically all of this bio, but he's gonna trade it for a bunch of tanks.
Yeah, but look
at the
at
same
supply
time.
now.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I've become somewhat more confident than I was 30 seconds ago. But still not that confident, because I think Kas is going to take out the barracks on the right side of the map. That's huge. It's very important as a bioterran to build these Vikings so that you can do that, because now he can't make more factories.
Exactly. Exactly.
And unless he thinks to build a second barracks, he'll never be able to figure it out, you know? He'll just keep trying to build a factory and it won't work, and he just won't know what to do.
He's just gonna sit there hitting build factory over and over again while Kas rolls over his entire army.
Yep.
And Cure will be confused.
Like those Protoss players that complain that you're hacking when they can't build a Nexus because there's a Ling burrowed there.
Yes.
These Lings, okay, you probably should take down these rocks if you're going to build this expansion, Kas.
Listen, Ben, I never complain about... I never complain about hacking when I can't do that, but it gets on my nerves, and also I very often think that it doesn't occur to me what might be the problem immediately sometimes.
You just like keep building it. It's like, why can't I build here?
Yeah, because you're like in the middle of a game, you know, really flying. I'm not flying really, but you know, it feels like I'm flying.
It's a lot of units.
With my APM and everything. Yeah, those Liberators are going to go down immediately. So 3 Liberators. Who has more Vikings?
There's no Thors for Cure, though. I think a Thor or 2 would be helpful.
Yeah, but it looks like either way he's going to win this anyways.
Oh,
and the tanks are pushing down on the ground as we hit 15 minutes. Cure looks like he's going to take this game pretty comfortably.
I was off by 6 seconds.
GG by Kas. And Cure takes the series 2-0. And Ben is wrong. Ben is wrong about the over-under, and he's wrong about the score prediction. Ben, do you have anything to say for yourself?
I'm sorry. I'll issue a public apology on Reddit.
Yeah, we try to show the best cast for our fans, but sometimes we come up short. There are 2 videos on the screen, which you can click on if you'd like to, and then there's also a subscribe button. Like, subscribe, comment, dislike, do whatever you feel like doing, but most importantly, have a good day, and thank you for watching.